Welcome back to a new video lecture, and in this lecture we discuss about the topic that is saltwater intrusion. The previous section we already started the discussion about what do you mean by saltwater intrusion and what all things has happened during this saltwater intrusion. So here we discuss some of the impacts caused due to this saltwater intrusion. It is from rising sea levels will reduce the quality and quantity of freshwater supplies as it is happening along Atlantic and Gulf coast. So as you know, if this saltwater intrusion is happening, it will obviously reduce the quality and also the quantity of the fresh water which we need to use. This is a major concern since billions of people already lack access to fresh water. So this is actually a dangerous situation it is going through, and it will affect, since already it is a very lack of fresh water, then this saltwater intrusion is also happening. The water or the good quality water will be reduced. Saltwater intrusion leads to the loss of freshwater vegetation, spread of mudflats into previously vegetative areas. So another important thing, so the saltwater intrusion leads to the loss of freshwater vegetation. In the case of vegetation also, if this saltwater intrusion is happening, that also will be lead to another disaster actually. Lowering of the water table. The most severe consequence of excessive groundwater pumping is that the water table below which the ground is saturated with water can be lowered. For water to be withdrawn from the ground, water must be pumped from a well that reaches below the water table. If groundwater levels decline too far, then the well owner might have to deepen the well, drill a new well, or at least attempt to lower the pump. Also, as water level decline, the rate of water the well can yield may decline. So one of the important reasons that or water table lower ആവുന്ന കേസ് വളരെ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കേണ്ട കേസാണ്. നമ്മൾ യൂഷ്വലി വാട്ടർ കാര്യങ്ങൾ പമ്പ് ചെയ്തെടുക്കാൻ ശ്രമിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ സംഭവിക്കുന്ന ഒരു പ്രശ്നം എന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വാട്ടർ ടേബിളിൻ്റെ പൊസിഷൻ കാര്യങ്ങൾക്ക് മാറ്റങ്ങൾ സംഭവിക്കും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വാട്ടർ ലെവൽ ചിലപ്പോൾ താഴും. ഇനി ഒട്ടും കിട്ടാത്തൊരവസ്ഥയിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വാട്ടർ ലെവലിൻ്റെ ഒട്ടും കിട്ടുന്നില്ലാത്തൊരവസ്ഥയിൽ നമ്മൾ വീണ്ടും ഡീപ്പൺ ചെയ്യും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡ്രില്ല് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ വീണ്ടും ഈ പറയുന്നത് പോലെ വാട്ടർ ലെവലിൻ്റെ ഡിക്ലിനേഷൻ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വാട്ടർ ലെവൽ വളരെ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വാട്ടർ ടേബിളിൻ്റെ ലെവൽ കാര്യങ്ങളെല്ലാം വളരെയധികം കുറയുകയാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Increased cost of for the user. As the depth to water increases, the water must be lifted higher to reach the land surface. If the pumps are used to lift the water, more energy is required to drive the pump. Using the well can become prohibitively expensive. So using this well, the cost or the expense also going to be much higher. In the case if you are using these wells, if pumps are used to lift the water, more energy is required to drive the pump. Okay, so if you are using pumps to lift those waters, then obviously we need to spend more money or to do these cases actually. Another important impact that is happening in the case of reduction of water in streams and lakes. There is more of an interaction between water in lakes and rivers and groundwater than most people think. So in the case of lakes and rivers, there is a connection between groundwater also. Some and often a great deal of the water flowing in rivers comes from seepage of groundwater into the stream. So usually this is happening in the case of the water flowing to the rivers from the seepage of groundwater is happening. Groundwater contributes to streams in most physiographic and climatic settings. The proportion of stream water that comes from groundwater inflow varies according to region's geography, geology and climate. So if you observe, നമുക്ക് ഒന്ന് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം, ഈ പറയുന്ന സ്ട്രീംസിലേക്കും അതുപോലെ ലേക്സിലേക്കൊക്കെ നമ്മുടെ ഗ്രൗണ്ട് വാട്ടറിൽ നിന്നാണ് ഈ പറയുന്ന വാട്ടേഴ്സ് കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെല്ലുന്നതെങ്കിൽ ഗ്രൗണ്ട് വാട്ടറിൽ ഡിക്ലൈൻ സംഭവിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ then what is going to happen in the streams and lakes? The water will be declined. So that is one of the impact. Deterioration of water quality. One water quality threat to freshwater supplies is contamination from saltwater intrusion. All of the water in the ground is not freshwater. Much of the very deep groundwater and water below oceans is saline. So another important reason or another impact happening is that the water quality going to be declined. അതായത് സോൾട്ട് വാട്ടർ വന്നു കഴിയുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ഫ്രഷ് വാട്ടർ ഓൾറെഡി ഈ പറയുന്ന കുറേയധികം പ്രശ്നങ്ങളുണ്ട്, അതിനകത്തേക്ക് ഈ പറയുന്ന വാട്ടറും കൂടെ വന്നു കഴിയുമ്പോൾ സോൾട്ട് വാട്ടറും കൂടെ വരുമ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ക്വാളിറ്റി വിൽ ബി ലോസ്. മൂവിങ് ഓൺ ടു അനദർ ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് ടോപ്പിക് ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് Haber-Herzberg relation. The first physical formulation of saltwater intrusion were made by W. Baden, Gijben and A. Herzberg. This is called the Haber-Herzberg relation. And they derived analytical solution to approximate the intrusion behavior, which are based on number of assumptions that do not hold in all field cases. So another interesting thing regarding this relation means they derived an equation actually, and to find out or to approximate this intrusion, salt water intrusion behavior, how it is going to happen. Okay, so let us go to the derivation part also. Now we discussed about the Haber-Herzberg relation more detail. In coastal areas, salt water is in very much contact with the fresh groundwater. As you know, this salt water will be in very much connection with this fresh groundwater, and interface between them can be described using different formulations, and here we are going to discuss about Haber-Herzberg relation. So consider a simple interface between salt water and fresh water, and this is shown here very clearly how this saline water and this fresh water is separated, and what about the mean sea level surface, then land surface, how these water tables are provided. So from this you can observe the height is provided in ZS and also ZF. Then moving on to the case, in equilibrium condition the pressures at the interface are equal, PS equal to PF. Okay, the pressure due to this saline water and also this pressure due to fresh water in the case of equilibrium condition, അതായത് രണ്ട് condition, equilibrium condition ആണെങ്കിൽ pressure, there is no flow actually happens, then equilibrium stage ആയിരിക്കും ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. So you can write down this equation this way, that is PS equals ZS multiplied by gamma S. Means you are taking the calculation, mathematical calculation, that is the height, that is ZS multiplied by pressure due to the saline water, ZS multiplied by gamma S specific weight, and you can write down this gamma S as rho G. Okay, so you can write down this equation this way, ZS multiplied by rho S, that is the density of the saline water, multiplied by gravity, then PF means the pressure due to this fresh water, and you can write down the height, that is ZS plus ZF. So here this much portion is going to be fresh water, then multiplied by gamma F, multiplied by gamma F. Gamma F means the specific weight of the fresh water, and you can write down this equation, or this gamma F specific weight equals, that is density into gravity, and ZS plus ZF multiplied by this density multiplied by gravity, and if you equate, you will get the equation this way, that is you have to equate this PS equal to PF, then you will get the equation ZS rho S G equals ZS plus ZF multiplied by rho F G. And if you equate and if you solve in this way for calculating ZS in terms of ZS, you will get the equation, that is very important equation, that is PF divided by PS minus, ZS equals PF divided by PS minus PF multiplied by ZF. So this equation is very important. Okay, so please note down this equation, and if you take or if you consider the density for this water, that is sea water, that is let us take the density is 1.025 gram per centimeter cube, and fresh water 1 gram per centimeter cube, and if you substitute those values in this equation, you will get ZS equals 40 multiplied by ZF. So all these points are very much important, means the height of saline water which is going to be equal to the 40 times of fresh water, which means you can again take the term, that is there is 40 times more fresh water below the mean sea level than above it. So when you compare രണ്ട് ലെവൽസ് ഉണ്ട്, അതായത് മീൻ സീ ലെവലിൻ്റെ മുകളിലും മീൻ സീ ലെവലിൻ്റെ താഴെയും. So there is more fresh water, or 40 times more fresh water below this mean sea level. So that's a condition, or that's a statement means is 40 times more fresh water in the case of mean sea level. Mean sea level താഴേക്ക് നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ മുകളിലെ അപേക്ഷിച്ച് 40 times fresh water ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും. Or in other words, for every 1 meter of water table elevation above sea level, there is 40 meter of fresh water below it. So നമ്മൾ ഓരോ മീറ്റർ വാട്ടർ ടേബിളിൻ്റെ എലവേഷൻ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പൊസിഷൻ നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിൻ്റെ 40 മീറ്ററോളം ബിലോ ദർ വിൽ ബി ഫ്രഷ് വാട്ടർ. ഓരോ മീറ്റർ നമ്മൾ മുകളിലേക്ക് നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വാട്ടർ ടേബിളിൻ്റെ പൊസിഷൻ നമ്മൾ നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എബോവ് സീ ലെവൽ നമ്മൾ നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ 40 മീറ്ററോളം ഈ പറയുന്ന ഫ്രഷ് വാട്ടർ ലെവൽ ഉണ്ടാകും. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് റിഗാർഡിംഗ് ദിസ് ഇക്വേഷൻ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് Haber-Herzberg relation. So this relationship is very important. Please go through this. Derivation is also very important. Go through this values as this ZS, ZF, and how these pressures values are equated, and finally you got the equation that is in terms of ZS. If you solve this equation in terms of ZS, you will get rho F divided by rho S minus rho F multiplied by ZF, and finally if you substitute those values, you will get this ZS equal to 40 ZF. Okay, so this is a relationship, and today in this class we discussed first the impacts caused due to salt water intrusion, and secondly we discussed about this Haber-Herzberg relation. And I hope the section clear, and with this we wind up today's class, and also we wind up their module also. So thank you.